First pickup of 2024, the Adidas Women's Sambae, a new twist on the OG Adidas Samba. And you can certainly check that video out for all of the history and backstory of the Samba itself. A great pair, different colorways. Women, please check it out if it's something that you're interested in. And I love the price point, the value, the added comfort, everything about it. And one of you posed the question under that video, hey, how does this compare to the Samba XLG? Now, it had been in the back of my mind, but I simply didn't own the XLG until now. A different angle for this on foot. I wanted to show you guys top down because when we're wearing the shoes, this is exactly what we see. So on the left, you have the Adidas Samba sneaker politics, and on the right, you have the brand new Samba XLG. So clearly with a thicker midsole, the XLG will be more comfortable on foot simply because there's a little bit more added to the midsole itself. It won't be as thin as that traditional originals midsole we're used to for the Adidas Samba. And then if we switch over real quick, the Sambae is on the left and the XLG on the right. So both will offer you more in the midsole. Now be mindful for the Sambae, you have a translucent gum bottom outsole versus a solid gum bottom outsole on the XLG with additional patterns on the side paneling itself, or I should say on the side of the midsole itself. If we're talking cushioning, it's super close. Like, they're both more comfortable on foot than the traditional Samba, but I would maybe just by a hair give it to the Sambae. But overall, I think both are a really nice upgrade in comfort from what you normally get with the OG Samba. I won't keep you long. One thing I love, as I stated in the original video to review the XLG that I got in, you have options now. You may love that OG look, the leather, the suede, the gum bottom outsole. You may adore all of that about the Adidas Samba, but just the profile of it, how slim it looks. If you have a wider foot, you should stay away from it. I've heard all of those things, and you may have to play around with sizing on the Samba. Now, thankfully, we're in better days where it's not as sold out as it has been. I mean, I think people tend to forget the white and black pair, they continue to just sell out as much as the Nike Panda Dunk did for so long. So now that it is more readily available, whether it's on Adidas or other retailers, you can certainly test it out to see, do you like how it fits? I mean, you do have older tech in there, so it's not going to give you this insane amount of cushioning as you get with some of their older shoes, their newer shoes, certainly not with boosts or different foam materials, but that's not to say it still can't be something comfortable on foot. It will be relative to you, your preference, your style, how you choose to wear your sneakers, how much comfort and cushion you want. But I will say, having the XLG, it is more comfortable than the traditional Samba to me. And then you also have the option of the Sambae. Now, in terms of style, you do have it's a little bit more feminine on that pair. You have the threaded 3 stripes versus the traditional leather ones that are actually stitched onto the shoe. And this will give you that more OG look. But if you want that skater aesthetic, you want a thicker padded tongue, which is very comfortable to wear, similar to a Nike SB Dunk Low or even the Vans New School. You get that element in this shoe, so you will have that big difference from the original thinner tongue you have, as mentioned earlier in the video. But I just think it's great to have options at various price points that are still super reasonable to me, between $90, $95, $110, $115. That's a sweet spot to stay for pairs, certainly if you want to wear them all the time. And when I think about some travel I have coming up this year, a pair that is black and white that I can wear with so many different things, yes, sign me up. That was the one thing so many people touched on of why they like the Nike Dunk Low Panda. Even if you weren't a fan of it, it could go with everything. If someone only wanted to pack one pair of shoes, they could do that. And do you know where you see the Samba? Everywhere. Everywhere. Women, men, kids, doesn't matter. You dress it up, you dress it down, high fashion, relaxed, casual, athleisure. It really doesn't matter. This shoe is timeless. It can deliver with so many different people's styles, and that's something I love about it. So please be sure to share your thoughts. Do you prefer the OG, and maybe you want like a really nice colorful twist like you see with the Sneaker Politics pair that I have, or maybe you want something that is just more toned down, but it does have a little bit of an update to it with the women's Sambae, or you're like, hey, I really want OG, but can you make it a little bit more comfortable from the sock liner to the midsole to the tongue, and then I'm on board. Okay, well, go ahead and comment below your thoughts, and hopefully you have checked out my recent videos too, because even though this is like my 3rd pickup for the year, I've gotten rid of so many more pairs versus the ones that I brought in, and I want to continue that. But the slowdown, the discernment, being very choosy and picky, that will continue as I'm knocking out some other goals and other things that I really enjoy. In 2024, I love the support that you guys are showing, the way that you're stating you're on this same path for yourself. Less pair. Some of you are choosing to step away from sneakers a little bit more. I think that is natural, so don't feel weird in that. Once I think you feel like enough is enough for your collection. And I'll do a follow-up video on that soon. But again, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.